Hi friends! In memoriam of Moses Laoshu, one of my beloved student of Indonesian language, I would like to share my Indonesian language knowledge to you friends because language should be accessible to everyone as a form of communication and to get to know others better and bring peace to the world. As what Moses' mission and value was. And this video is suitable for you who never learned Indonesian before and want to know or curious what you can get from an hour learning Indonesian language from scratch, from zero. And as a certified Indonesian language teacher, I assure you by the end of this video that you can already communicate in basic level, and I hope it is useful for you, the language enthusiasts and curious people. And feel free to pause and repeat the video if you need some more time or to continue again next time if you have not much time right now. And I'm using standard Indonesian language and using Indonesian as a foreign language curriculum, so-called BIPA. So the format will be like a textbook, like we just do like in a class, right? So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you like a content like this or interested more about learning Indonesian and the language and the culture, you can follow and subscribe my channel because I will share more content about this like this in the future. And thanks and enjoy the Indonesian language tutorial. So let's start. The first part, it will be Bahasa Indonesia introduction. Yeah. So this is the introduction first before we start to come to the first chapter. So yeah, temanya or tema is a theme or the topic is Selamat datang. Selamat datang, which means welcome. Ya, selamat datang di kelas saya, which is welcome to my class. Yeah, so you don't really need to know much about this first. It's just I will just get used to speak Indonesian with you. And ya, di bagian 1 ini adalah peta Indonesia. Peta Indonesia. Ya, peta is, as you can guess, it is a map. Dan yeah, here is like a Indonesian map of Indonesia, and we are consist of many islands. And here, like, there are many colors as well. It's region or province, as Indonesia is divided by provinces. Alright, so here I have some intermezzo and some little info about Indonesia. Ya, fakta tentang Indonesia. So fakta itu is also like English facts. So facts about Indonesia. The first is Indonesia is an archipelago country atau negara archipelago, ya, negara archipelago in Indonesian, which is consists of more than 17,000 islands. As you can see, it's really small, many small islands, and also some big islands. Yeah. And Indonesia is the 4th largest country in the world in terms of the population, which is more than 260 million. Yeah. So yeah, in Indonesian, negara keempat terbesar dalam jumlah penduduk, ya, lebih dari 260 juta, 260 million, more than 260 million people. Juga, this is the largest country with the majority of Islam or Muslim religion or Islam religion, but Indonesia is not an Islamic country, but it just so happened that most of the population have in Islam religion, which is about 85% of more than 260 million. Yeah, so that is the biggest country with Muslim population, and we have 34 provinces. Yeah, so all these in the different colors, it's represent the border of the province, each provinces, with the capital of this one, Jakarta. Yeah, DKI Jakarta is in like really small here dot, and we have 300 ethnic groups. Yeah, so these ethnic groups is spread over from the west to the east, and more than 700 languages. It's like local languages. We have one official language called Bahasa Indonesia, which means Indonesia language. Yeah, Bahasa itself means language. So Bahasa Indonesia is Indonesian language. Right. From here, we're going to part 2, bagian 2, ya. Part 2 ini adalah abjad bahasa Indonesia. If you may guess, so abjad itu alfabet, ya. The alphabet of Indonesian. Di sini, here we have exactly the same like alphabet in English, yeah, 26 letters. So here let's start with the spelling and to pronounce how is the alphabet in Indonesian. The first one. So here the one with the blue is the letter, and the one under it's how I interpret in English, how it would sounds like. Yeah. All right. So first one, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, maybe K is like this, right? K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. So it's a bit rolling your tongue. R, yeah, and then S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. All right. So please repeat again one more time to get used to how Indonesian alphabet sounds like. Yeah. And then the third part would be salam dan perkenalan. Salam dan perkenalan, which means greeting and introduction. Yeah, greeting and introduction. Salam dan perkenalan. So we have a few examples here. We have this young man, and he would say like this, yeah, as a greeting and introduction in Indonesian. Selamat pagi, nama saya Ken. Saya berasal dari Amerika Serikat atau AS, ya. Saya berasal dari AS. So you can choose Amerika Serikat atau AS. So what did he say here, which is selamat pagi, ya. So selamat pagi is good morning. Selamat pagi, good morning. Nama saya Ken. So yeah, it's a bit similar like in English. Name, ya, nama itu name. But in Indonesian, when it's a possessive pronoun, the structure or the order is the way around, like in English. So in English, my name, and in Indonesian would be the name first and then my or I, ya. Jadi nama saya. So the my is in the back here. Jadi my name is Ken, ya. And then saya berasal dari Amerika Serikat. Saya is I. Berasal itu originate or come from. Dari, ya. Dari is from. Amerika Serikat or AS is USA, ya. Amerika Serikat or AS. Okay, yeah. We continue to the next one. There's this young lady. She says, siang. Saya Dewi. Saya dari Indonesia. Alright. So here we have this kind of weird sound is nge. So when it's n and j, n dan g, n and g meeting or together in one word, it sounds nge, ya, nge. So siang, ya, siang. Siang means noon or day, ya, noon or day. So also it's possible to say like what Ken said here, selamat pagi, right? Good morning. But you can also eliminate the selamat and instead say pagi. It's also possible to say morning instead of good morning, right? So it's also part of greeting as well. So here she said siang, and you can also say selamat siang. It's also fine to say that. It's quite flexible, I would say, with Indonesian language. Alright, so yeah, siang, it's a noon or day. Saya Dewi. Here it's also more like shorter, and to be honest, if we see here, it's so short. If we compare with Ken, nama saya Ken. Here saya Dewi. Saya, you already know, yeah, it's I. So it's like I Dewi or I am Dewi, yeah. I'm Dewi. Saya Dewi, yeah. I'm Dewi. Here saya dari Indonesia. So dari was from, yeah. So here you can say I from Indonesia. This is also some things that is flexible. You can say this also in fact colloquial Indonesian or like in daily we would say as shorter as possible. Here it's fine to say that. So siang, saya Dewi, saya dari Indonesia, yeah. If you compare here, it's more like longer to say, right? Saya berasal. So you eliminate berasal, you eliminate nama, it's fine. Alright, lanjut or next, yeah. When I say lanjut, I will always say this, lanjut. Lanjut, it means next or Yeah, next. Alright, lanjut. There's another guy here, and he greet something like this. Hai, namaku Dimitri. Asal aku dari Rusia. Here it's a bit different format than the first and the second one when Ken and Dewi introduce themselves. Here Dimitri using more like hey greeting instead of morning or good day, right? So di sini here would be hi. Hi, it's also hi in English, just a different writing. So hi, namaku Dimitri. So namaku Dimitri, it's the same with nama saya Dimitri. Yeah, this would be my name. Yeah, so my name is Dimitri. Yeah, jadi namaku Dimitri, nama saya Dimitri, same. Yeah, my name. We have these two different form to say my in Indonesian, and we will learn about this later in another chapter. Alright, and here he said asal aku dari Rusia. Asal is the origin. Yeah, so here actually my origin is Russia. Yeah, my origin is Russia. Asal aku dari Rusia. So here we can compare how to introduce yourself, introduce ourselves in Indonesian. It's quite easy, right? It's quite easy, and it's quite permissive in Indonesia that you can choose what kind of word, because there are many possibility, or there's many variant to say those words. Yeah, and yeah, we will see the kosakata. Kosakata, it means vocabularies. And yeah, what kind of vocabularies we've learned so far, atau kosakata apa yang kita sudah pelajari sekarang. So here we already learned about hi, and there's also halo. Biasanya halo, usually halo, it's more like when you pick up the phone, halo, yeah. Jadi hi, hello, it's yeah, hi, hello, yeah. And we have also selamat pagi or pagi. It's to express good morning, or you can just say morning without good or without selamat. Selamat pagi or pagi in Indonesia, usually we would say or greet this greeting around 6 a.m. until let's say 10-ish a.m. And we have also good day or good noon. I don't know if that makes sense in English or in other language. Good noon, or like something like in the midday, right? So in the midday. Selamat siang or siang. So good day. Or good noon, good midday. And this is about, if we talk about the hour, it would be like around 11 a.m. until I would say 2-ish p.m. Yeah, 2-ish p.m. And then we have selamat sore atau sore. Ya, sore itu artinya, or the meaning is good afternoon or afternoon. So afternoon ini around 3-ish until let's say 6 p.m. ya. Selamat sore. Juga the last one, selamat malam. Selamat malam would be evening, ya. Evening. So this is around 7 up to midnight. Alright, that is about the greeting. And we have also the vocabulary. The first would be nama, which is similar to English, itu name. Then nama saya or namaku, my name, ya. And then berasal, originate or come from. Then dari, the last one, this is our last vocabulary, is from. Alright, so we covered the introduction for now, and even you can introduce yourself quite briefly. And here I have a little task for you. Baca di sini instruksinya. Read the instruction, alright? Perkenalkanlah diri Anda. Perkenalkanlah diri Anda, which means please introduce yourself, yeah? Introduce yourself. So anything in Indonesian that has the suffix lah in the end of the verb, it means that it's imperative, yeah? Asking an order to someone. So when it's lah means that it's an instruction, yeah? Introduce yourself. So please introduce yourself. Perkenalkanlah diri Anda. And yeah, you can write on the comment also how you introduce yourself. Perkenalkanlah diri Anda. Okay, sekarang, now we will continue to the first chapter of Indonesian as foreign language. Alright? Yeah, so here we will start the first chapter. Tema, ya, tema, the theme or the topic, menyapa, ya, menyapa. So when you see there is N and there is Y together, if you still remember how you would spell it in Indonesian, yeah, correct. So it's N, Y, yeah, N, Y. So N with Y, it will sounds nya, yeah, nya. Menyapa. Menyapa means greet, yeah, to greet. So it's a verb, yeah, to greet. Menyapa. So the first part is menyimak. Menyimak is listening or pay attention, ya. Simaklah percakapan dua orang yang saling menyapa. Perhatikanlah kata-kata yang dicetak tebal. Okay. So here I would help to translate also. Simaklah. So when you see lah means imperative, it's always imperative, yeah, lah. And then there's always exclamation mark. So please or listen. Percakapan is dialogue, yeah. Listen to the dialogue or conversation, yeah. Percakapan is conversation or dialogue of dua orang. Percakapan, conversation of two people, ya, dua orang. Dua is two, orang is people that, so yang, it is like a connecting word which can be used like which or what, but as a connecting word between two sentences. So here also that possible. So two people that greeting each other. Yeah, menyapa is greet or greet. That is they are greeting each other, right? So yeah, that are greeting each other. Each other would be this one, saling. So yang saling menyapa, that are greeting each other. And perhatikanlah kata-kata yang dicetak tebal. So perhatikanlah, it's pay attention to the words, ya, kata-kata yang dicetak tebal. Again, here is yang, so yang can be like that, which, what, where as a connecting word, ya. Pay attention to the words that is in bold type. Bold, in bold, yeah. Tebal is bold, yeah, or thick, bold or thick. And then dicetak is typing, that is typing in bold. I would say that, typing in bold. So yeah, let's listen, or also we can read together, alright? Percakapan satu. Percakapan, what is percakapan? Yes, conversation, yeah, conversation number 1. Ada dua orang, there is two people, Santi and Benny. So let's read together, or I can read first, then you can also repeat after me, alright? Selamat pagi Benny, apa kabar? Pagi Santi, kabar saya baik. Terima kasih. Bagaimana dengan Anda? Saya juga baik. Alright. So when you see this first conversation between Santi and Benny, can you guess any content of this conversation between them? Right? So we already learned about this word before from the introduction, yeah? Selamat pagi, which is good morning. So, good morning Benny, apa kabar? Yeah? So, yeah, we will see here. What do you think here? Apa kabar? Yeah, we will see here. And then here also we already know pagi, yeah? So, morning Santi. And then this is his answer. Kabar saya baik, terima kasih. Bagaimana dengan Anda? Saya juga baik. Ya, we will see here. We will get return to this conversation again later. And the second one, let's read together. Conversation 2, percakapan 2. Ada Harnita dan Mandra. There are Harnita and Mandra. Alright. Halo Mandra. Apa kabar? Baik Harnita, bagaimana kabarmu? Kabar saya baik, terima kasih. Maaf Harnita, saya harus segera pergi. Tidak apa-apa Mandra, selamat tinggal. So here, in the conversation 2, if you see, there are also some words that you've already familiar with, right? Hello. That's hello. And yeah, let's see here. For now, as like what in the instruction saying, please pay attention to the words with the bold typing. Yeah, type in bold. So yeah, let's see here. We have a little like compact of table with the column and row. This table is kosakata dan ungkapan. So kosakata we already know, it's vocabularies, and then dan, it's actually and in Indonesia, dan. Ungkapan is phrase or phrases, yeah. So kosakata dan ungkapan, vocabularies and phrases. Here we have divided five categories or 5 columns. Ini consists of the first one, ungkapan menyapa. So we already know ungkapan means phrase. So this is a phrase to, it's the name of this tema, name of this chapter. So this is to greet, so this is phrases or greeting phrases, I would say, greeting phrases. So let's see first these greeting phrases. We have few here that basically we've already covered this in the introduction, this in the previous chapter or previous part, right? So we have hi, hello, which is the same in English, just a different writing. Hello, juga hello. And we have also selamat pagi, we already know that, which is good morning. You can also always take off the selamat, just say pagi. It's more natural actually in daily, in colloquial Indonesian we would say that pagi more than selamat pagi. And we have also selamat siang, selamat sore, and selamat malam. If you miss this one, you can review, or like you can check the previous part in introduction. We have that one, all right? And then the next one, the next column, we have ungkapan menanyakan kabar. Ungkapan menanyakan kabar. So it's another kind of phrases. What kind of phrases is it? So menanyakan, it's to ask, and kabar is news, So asking the news phrases. So for example, what would you say in your own language of these asking the news phrases, or like what's going on, right? You can also comment how you would say that in your language and compare how it is, with Indonesian. Let's see now. The first one, the most common is apa kabar, apa kabar. R. Don't forget the R. I know it's a bit hard for English speaker, for example, to pronounce R. Will be like R. But keep trying, keep going to try rolling the tongue. So apa kabar, apa kabar. So apa kabar, it's how to say, what's news exactly, right? What's news, or what's news? Apa kabar? That is literally means that, and this is actually I would say most common to say how are you in Indonesian, apa kabar, And there's also another kind of phrases to ask how things going, how are you, etc. It's bagaimana kabar Anda. So Anda in this one is optional. It depends on the subject, on the pronouns, and we will cover about that in the next chapter, so don't worry. For now we will see Anda. Anda is kind of like a polite way to say, which means bagaimana is how. How kabar Anda. Kabar is news. How is your news? How are your news? How's your news? I'm not sure if it's grammatically correct in English, but You understand what I mean, ya? How's your news, or how are you also? Bagaimana kabar Anda? And then we have the last one here as a phrases. Bagaimana dengan Anda? Bagaimana dengan Anda? And always with the question mark. Bagaimana dengan Anda? It means how's with you? How's with you? How's with you? Bagaimana dengan Anda? Yeah, how's with you? Again, this Anda is optional and can be changed. Depends on what pronouns you would ask. If it's you as Anda, it's actually really formal, and to someone that is, for example, higher level or your senior, yeah. So that is Anda. Maybe in English would be like you, but then with the capital letter of Y, you, yeah. So if you want to say how are you, just like normal friends, you would say other. We would say kamu, for example. Bagaimana dengan kamu? But we will talk about this later. All right. So the most important you know that is most common, of course, apa kabar? But not only, there is also other phrases to say or to asking how's news, yeah. And the next one we have ungkapan terima kasih, ya. Ungkapan terima kasih. Terima kasih is thank you, and so or gratitude. So here, how to say thanks phrases. Thanks or gratitude phrase. Terima kasih, the only one. Terima kasih, which is thanks. Yeah, thanks, thank you. Oops, thanks. But I would also share one more. It's makasih. This is informal. And this is colloquial. In daily, we would say instead of terima kasih, we would say makasih to people that we already know well. Like for example, friends, family, maybe someone is younger than you would say that, or to your colleagues, it's also fine, but not to someone who is like higher level status. Why I'm saying this higher level status, like junior, senior, it's just how is it in Indonesia. We are quite and usually when we talk to like someone older or someone that is more respectful, then we would say a really formal one, yeah, like this. Terima kasih. Terima kasih is actually natural, but it's just like you don't really say that in daily. So the next one here we have ungkapan minta maaf, ya. Ungkapan minta maaf. Here we have you. Minta maaf, it means asking sorry. Yeah, minta is asking, maaf is sorry. So basically it's apologetic phrases. Is it such thing? But yeah, it's like an apology, yeah. Apology phrases, maybe not apologetic, apology phrases, I'm sorry. Yeah, apology phrases. The first one we have maaf. Maaf would mean sorry, literally, yeah, sorry. And then we have permisi. Nah, permisi, it's more like excuse me, like excuse me. For example, you just like you have to pass through a person in front of you. And the last one we have mohon maaf. Mohon maaf is more deep, is a deeper meaning than just say sorry. So mohon maaf may be like deeply sorry, yeah. Because mohon is I beg, it's also mohon. So here maybe I beg your pardon, or you could say like deeply sorry, yeah. So this is more deeper meaning to say sorry. Mohon maaf, yeah. Okay, shall we look for the last table here in the last column, sorry. Ungkapan berpamitan. Ungkapan berpamitan. So berpamitan is pamit itself means like asking a permission to leave. That is the literal meaning, yeah, pamit. But berpamitan then basically is to goodbye phrases. Yeah. So let's see here, ungkapan berpamitan. We have few in here. Therefore ada 4. So the first one, saya pamit. So saya here is actually the subject pronoun. I go, right? Saya pamit. But as I said earlier, pamit in like literal meaning would be ask permission to leave. So I ask permission to leave. Whom you ask the permission to the person that you talk to. Yeah. For example, let's say you were at work and you're done with your job, and then you still have some colleagues that is still not done with the job, even though it's already past the working hours. So yeah, you just want to go and you just say this, yeah. Saya pamit, yeah. I go. Means like I ask permission to leave, even though you don't need to wait for the permission from that person to say yes or no, but it's just the way we express it. Yeah, saya pamit. This is common. And also the other one would be this one. I will just scroll down. Saya harus pergi. Yeah, saya harus pergi. It means I must or have to. So harus is must or have to. Yeah, I must leave. Yeah, pergi is go or leave. So I must go or leave. Yeah, pergi. So I must or have to go or leave. I must go. I must leave. I have to go. I have to leave. Maybe like this better. I have to go or leave. And the next one, sampai jumpa. Sampai jumpa, I like when people would say to me, like when we're meeting and when they would say goodbye, they say sampai jumpa instead. Because sampai jumpa means, until we meet, yeah, or see you. Till we meet or see you, yeah. Sampai jumpa, yeah, sampai jumpa. I like this better than this last one. Selamat tinggal. So selamat tinggal literally means goodbye, yeah. Goodbye. So ini selamat tinggal, goodbye. And there is also another colloquial and daily word to say goodbye, and mostly also for friends, for the people you already know well, or to someone younger than you. For example, we say dadah. Yeah, I would say here informal dadah. So dadah is also bye. Yeah, bye in Indonesian language. So but be careful, because in Malaysian language, even though we share like similar like roots, we have a similar roots, but dadah there, it means I think illegal drugs or drugs. I'm not sure, but it is something not really good to say dadah, I think there. So yeah, but in Indonesian colloquial daily, dadah means bye. Alright, so you can say that dadah to your friends. So we have some exercise here. Kegiatan means activity or exercise. One here actually is like an audio. I will like read to you, and then you need to listen and then fill it up here. So yeah, maybe we can try. Yeah, why not? We will try this one. Exercise 1, maybe number 1. Alright? The instruction first, I will read it. Lengkapilah percakapan-percakapan berikut ini. So, lengkapilah itu complete. Ya, please complete. Complete the conversations. Here you would see percakapan. Why it's like twice, and why is there's like the stripes in the between. So percakapan, if it's just one, it means a conversation. Yeah, one singular. But then in Indonesian, if we want to express plural, or yeah, also like you want to express it in writing also, you can do 2 times. So percakapan-percakapan, it means plural conversations. Yeah, so complete the conversations following this, berikut ini. Following this, we have number 1. We will just try number 1, right? So I will read here and you guess what is written here. Alright? Selamat pagi Panji, apa kabar? Baik, terima kasih. Bagaimana dengan Anda? Saya juga baik, terima kasih. Alright? If you missed what is that, what I've read, you can repeat it again. Alright? So there should be 2 answer here, this and this. We continue number 2. I think we can do that. Number 2, Ahmad and Sari, kabar saya biasa saja. Bagaimana dengan Anda? Kabar saya baik. So there should be 1 answer here, and probably consists of few words, like a phrases, yeah, or a phrase. All right, and number 3, Hainun and Dimas. Hai Dimas, apa kabar? Baik sekali, terima kasih. Bagaimana dengan kamu? Kabar saya juga baik. Alright, that's it. If you know the answer, please comment below what is that for answer that you've heard from this listening. Alright, and oh yeah, before we continue, because we had that phrases after this before we learn these phrases in the table, we had this already 2 conversations, and probably it's good now to together we see what is it in the conversation that probably you miss, or there's a new word, and eventually it's not new anymore because we've already seen all this in the table, right? Alright, the first one, percakapan 1. So, selamat pagi Benny, apa kabar? So, good morning Benny, how are you? Alright, and here Benny said, morning Santi, kabar saya baik, terima kasih. Bagaimana dengan Anda? So here I would actually write it down, the meaning, so you can also review it yourself. Here, morning Santi, my news is good. Thank you, or thanks. How is with you? Yeah, how's with you? So that is the meaning of this one, right? Like this. And yeah, and Santi said, saya juga baik. Here I probably, this is a new word, yeah, juga. Also, yeah, I also good. So to or good. I also good. I'm also good. Alright, sorry. I am also. So I'm also good. Yeah, saya juga baik. So juga means And then the conversation number 2, here we will see also, there are some words that we didn't really see and not covered in the table. So let's see. So, halo Mandra, apa kabar? Hi Mandra, how are you? What's news, right? And he answer, baik. Hanita, baik, it's good, right? So, baik, like bike, bicycle, bike. Baik, Hanita, bagaimana kabarmu? Good, Hanita. How is it? How's your news? And then, kabar saya baik. My news is good, thanks. Maaf Hanita, saya harus segera pergi. So, here we would say, sorry Hanita. Oh, sorry, it's weird format here. Alright, I will just write down here. Sorry Hanita, I have to go soon. So here, saya harus, harus is have to, pergi is go or leave, and segera is soon, ya. I have to go soon. Saya harus segera pergi. Alright? And Hanita say, tidak apa-apa Mandra, selamat tinggal, right? Tidak apa-apa, it means no problem. Why, yeah, here. No, tidak apa-apa ya, no problem. Mandra. Selamat tinggal, goodbye. So, tidak apa-apa is no problem ya. So, when you say, apa kabar hari ini? Apa kabar? Saya baik. Or apa kabar? Tidak apa-apa. It's also fine to say, to answer this, how are you? Tidak apa-apa. No problem. No, nothing. Also, tidak apa-apa can be no problem, nothing, yeah, tidak apa-apa, no worries. No, not worries, but yeah, nothing. So, it's nothing. Goodbye. Yeah? No problem, nothing. Alright. And yeah, that is about this menyapa. I would say here we have another exercise here. I would just like show it to you, this one. And the thing is, yeah, you need to complete what would you answer if someone asking, right? This is someone who asked, so you need to answer as the B. So, hai, apa kabar Anda hari ini? Here we have a new word here, hari ini. Yeah, hari ini means today. Today. And then the rest is fine. I think it's new, same words, just repetitive. So, what would you answer this one? Yeah, you can tell me, you can write me what is it for the answer for this exercise number 2. Yeah, exercise 2. And then the next one, we will have another exercise here, and it's about the dialogue. Yeah, so we can read the instruction here. Bacalah percakapan di bawah ini. Ya, bacalah percakapan di bawah ini. Baca artinya read, ya, to read. Jadi bacalah lah, always imperative, so asking an order or like as, yeah, tell an order. So here read. Percakapan we have already know that. Conversation, I would say convo, right? Read the convo below. Write the conversation. Di bawah ini means under, right? Under or below. So below. Here, sentence. Sarah bertemu Lia di depan gedung Badan Bahasa. Ya, Sarah bertemu Lia di depan gedung Badan Bahasa. So what does it mean here? Yeah, I would just introduce you into some real sentences here that we've apart from the greetings that we can see here. Yeah, so Sarah is the name. So Sarah bertemu, it's to meet. Yeah, so Sarah meets Leah. Di depan is in front of. Yeah, so in front of gedung Badan Bahasa. Gedung is building. In front of the building, building of Badan Bahasa. Badan Bahasa, it's Bahasa, we already know, language, and Badan is like, I would say it's like organization, institution, right? So, or body is also Badan, but with a small b, it's a body. So body is also Badan, body. Yeah, so Sarah meets Leah in front of the building of Language Institute. Yeah, Institute. Here are their conversation, percakapan Leah dan Sarah. Alright. Selamat sore Leah. Sore Sarah. Apa kabar? Baik. Terima kasih. Bagaimana dengan Anda? Saya juga baik. Terima kasih. Anda belum pulang. Saya sedang menunggu taksi. Oh, begitu. Maaf, saya pamit dulu. Sampai bertemu besok. Semoga taksinya cepat datang. Terima kasih. Sampai jumpa. Alright. Ya, so ini percakapan, ya, percakapan Sarah dan Leah. I think you know well already what they mean in this conversation, right? At least until this, right? Right? Yeah, alright, good. So, here is good. We will say, or we will see here, Anda belum pulang. So, this is Anda belum pulang, ini pertanyaan. This is about question, right? A question, if Anda is you, right? You, aren't you go home yet? So belum means not yet, and pulang is to go home. Yeah. So here I would say it's, yeah, aren't you go home yet? Yeah, are not you go home yet? She said, saya sedang menunggu taksi. So taxi is same in English, taxi. Taxi in Indonesian. Oops. Here saya, I, sedang it's an adverb to express process. Yeah, so she's like right now wait for taxi. Yeah, so it's an adverb. So I don't think in English when I translate this, I wouldn't translate the sedang, but I understand the situation. It's like on process. Now it's like in the process, the progress of waiting. So I would say here I'm already? Yeah, I'm waiting for a taxi. All right, and he said, oh begitu. So oh begitu, it's kind of like expression, and this is quite often we use in daily as a response to say okay, I see, right? So I see. Yeah, so I see. Maaf, saya pamit dulu. Here we already know, except this one, dulu. So you can say maaf, saya pamit. But then saya pamit dulu means, dulu in this one means earlier. Yeah, so I go earlier. I ask your permission to leave earlier. And sampai bertemu besok. So until we meet tomorrow or see you tomorrow. And here she's wishing her Semoga taksinya cepat datang. I hope the taxi will come soon. Right? So let's write down the meaning. So I see. Sorry, I go earlier. See you tomorrow. Yeah. See you tomorrow. I hope the taxi will come or arrive soon. Yeah. So, and then she said, thanks. See you. Yeah. Terima kasih. Sampai jumpa. And here we have the exercise of this conversation, which is put on the table, the same table like we've learned before. This one, from this, according to this dialogue, which one is this group and this group and so on. So here I think you can try your own to do that. We have the next part here. The next chapter is berkenalan. Berkenalan means to get to know, yeah. So berkenalan, to get to know. Here in the activity 1, kegiatan 1, bacalah identitas KTP Andini di bawah ini, ya. So the instruction is read the identity, or in Indonesia we call it KTP, which means kartu tanda penduduk, ya. Kartu tanda penduduk. Kartu tanda penduduk is like ID card of Andini below. So we'll write it down here, the meaning. Read the ID card of Andini below. So this is typical information in Indonesian ID card. So we will see here what is in the ID. The first one, name of the province. As you know from the earlier introduction, province in Indonesia we have 34. So this is one of the province name is Jawa Barat, means West Java. Yeah, so it's a province of West Java, and kabupaten it's like it's under the province, so it's like county. I would say county of Bandung Barat. Yeah, and the first one usually we have the ID number, and would be so long. Usually no one really remember the number of their ID card in Indonesia, and the name. Nama, ya, nama Andini Yuliani, and ada tempat tanggal lahir, ya. Tempat tanggal lahir, it means place, and birth date. So lahir is birth, and date is tanggal, and tempat is place. So yeah, the place, tempat Bandung, and this is the format in Indonesian how we write the date. It will be day, so the second, and then the month, 2nd of July, and the year 91. Yeah, 2 Juli 91. Yeah, so 2 Juli, 2nd of July. Sorry. And then jenis kelamin. Jenis kelamin is the gender, and the gender is perempuan. So in Indonesia we have two kind of gender, perempuan, which means female, and then we have also laki-laki, laki-laki, so we should double like this, laki-laki, and it means male. And in the ID we also have golongan darah. Yeah, golongan darah. Golongan is type and darah is blood. So blood type, yeah, which is B in this one. And the next one we have alamat. Can you guess what is alamat? Kompleks Bandung Barat Indah. So this is typically address, home address, and we have also RT RW. RT RW, it's kind of like neighbor ID, because we are grouping in Indonesia most of, or still until now, majority of the house is like landed house on the land. You have your own house there, and can you imagine if you are more than 260 million people? So they are quite crowded, especially in the Java Island. And so yeah, all these landed house, they have their own chief, their own leader, and it's like usually described by number, like this, RT and RW. So it's basically number of the group in the neighborhood. All right. And we have also, I think it's only in Indonesia, so I'm not sure how it is in other country, but we call it like this, and it's usually consists of number. And we have also desa or kelurahan. Desa itself, it's village, or kelurahan. Kelurahan is sub-district, we say sub-district. So it's a smaller, right? A sub-district. Yeah, the same in Indonesia. We usually separate everything in the sub-district. And then we have also the district or kecamatan. This one, the district is Ngamprah, right? So yeah, and after that we have agama. Can you guess what is agama? Yeah, agama, if it's Islam, then it is religion. And yeah, Islam is, as I told earlier, it's the majority of 85% of the population is Islam. But there are also few other official religion in Indonesia. Apart from Islam, there is Christianity. There are two kind of Christianity, is Christian, Catholic, I think it's the second biggest, and then we have the third one, Christian Protestant, and we have also Hindu. If you may heard about Bali, and most of the Hindu people in Indonesia live in Bali. And also Buddha. This is the least population is Buddha. There are also some Confucius in Chinese, like in Chinese religion we call it Konghucu. So this is all the official religion, and usually in the ID we would use this religion form, or it's all have to, like, you have to fill it. So in Indonesia it's kind of like taboo or illegal if you don't have religion, so it's has to be written there what kind of religion. It's not only in ID, it's kind of big deal in the daily. It could be, for example, when you apply for job, when you apply for school, university, and so on, then you need this to fill information. That I've just realized after I went abroad, that it's actually kind of uncommon for other countries to use this religion in the form, any kind of ID, or when you apply for something, or any certificate with this religion. But yeah, Next one we have status pernikahan. Status pernikahan is status is like in English, and pernikahan is marriage, so it's a marriage status. Di sini here it's belum menikah. Belum means not yet, and menikah is married. So in this ID, her status is not yet married. Usually there's two options here, belum menikah or menikah. Menikah is married and belum menikah is not yet married. And how if you are not planning to get married? In Indonesia it's still like we are thinking a positive like way, like optimist. Okay, one day you will married. So that's why we say not yet instead of not married or single. I don't think they have that single. But by the way, they have also, for example, divorce. They have also. So I would write it down here. Divorce would be cerai hidup. And then if you are a widower, would be janda for the female, and then duda for the male, widow. So janda, duda. So belum menikah is not yet married, menikah is married, cerai hidup is divorce, janda is a female for widow, and duda is widower. Duda and janda. And then next one we have pekerjaan mahasiswa. I would say another one here. Pekerjaan dokter, professor. Can you guess what is pekerjaan? Yes, correct. It's a profession or like a occupation. Profession. So here it's written mahasiswa. Mahasiswa is a student at a higher education, for example, university. So mahasiswa is university student. And we have doctor, professor. I think it's a bit similar like with English as well. And we have also kewarganegaraan. It's probably difficult to read this one, kewarganegaraan, because it's so long and it's a bit complicated, but I will subtract this one, or not subtract, but just separate. Kewarganegaraan. So kewarganegaraan. Kewarganegaraan. So kewarganegaraan is, kalau di sini Indonesia, what would you think? Yes, it's nationality. Nationality Indonesia. And then here berlaku sampai, and there is a tanggal or like a date here. So berlaku sampai means valid until. So berlaku is valid, sampai is until. Valid until 2 Juli 2018, which means already expired now. And here under they have this closing. Is the location, the date, and tanda tangan. Tanda tangan means signature, hand signature. So so that is the ID in Indonesia. Usually it's like this, but it's instead it's in the card. All right. And here we have some question. If you are challenged enough, you can try to answer this question. I can show you a bit here. Berapa nomor KTP Andini? So berapa nomor KTP Andini? So berapa means when you ask berapa, it's always about quantity, it's about numbers, right? So it usually how much, how many, yeah? So how much, how many, or what is Andini's ID number? That it is, right? So let's see here. You know well already where it is, the number, yeah? This long one. Okay, and the next one we have number 2. Siapa nama lengkap Andini? So siapa, it's who, yeah? I think I would put the question word here, yeah? Question words or question vocabs. We have already berapa, it's how much, how many, always about quantity. And then we also have siapa, which is who, and right. So siapa nama lengkap Andini? Nama we already know, it's name. So who's Andini's name? But lengkap is full, yeah, or complete. So basically the question is who or what, right? It's what in English. Yeah. What's Andini's full name? All right. And then the next one, di mana Andini lahir? So di mana ini adalah where. Di mana, yeah. So where she was born. Lahir is born. All right, and the next one. Kapan Andini lahir? So kapan usually asking about when, yeah, when. So kapan Andini lahir? When was Andini born, right? And then the next one, apa jenis kelamin Andini? So apa is what. Apa jenis kelamin? We already know about jenis kelamin. Yeah, gender. So what gender? What is Andini's gender, right? What is Andini's gender? And then the next one, apa golongan darah Andini? So ini also the same, what, and then golongan darah we already know in this form. Golongan darah, which one was that? This one, right? Golongan darah, blood type. So yeah, apa golongan darah Andini? What's Andini's blood type? Alright, and then the next one, di mana Andini tinggal? Di mana, where, right? And Andini tinggal do we have tinggal here? Actually, we don't have word tinggal, so it's a new word here. So we'll put it down here. Where does Andini is a girl, so where does she live? Next one, apa agama Andini? Agama, we already know that, religion. So what is her religion? And apakah? See, here is apa and this is apakah. So it's basically the same between apakah and apa. Apakah, I would say it's more formal. So usually in the daily we don't really say apakah, we would just say apa. So apakah and everything with kah in the back, it means asking for a question. So apakah Andini sudah menikah? Here would be sudah menikah. Sudah is already. So apa is also what, but it also in English wouldn't make sense if you translate it what Andini already married. It's weird, so I would say he's like, is Andini already married? Yeah, so that it will be apakah Andini already sudah menikah, already married. So yeah, apakah it also can be is or as a question sentence. And then apakah pekerjaan Andini? Pekerjaan, we already know. Profession, so what is Andini's profession? And maybe number 11, it's a bit weird here. Apakah Andini warga negara Indonesia? We don't know what is warga negara, but we do know kewarganegaraan. It's actually kind of similar, I would say. I mean, the root word it's warga negara, and warga negara means yeah, the citizen. Yeah, so warga negara is citizen. So is Andini Indonesian citizen? Yeah, citizen. Warga negara itu citizen. And then the last one, sampai kapan KTP Andini berlaku? So we know this word, berlaku sampai, valid until. And sampai kapan means, sampai is until, so until when? Yeah, kapan? Did we say kapan here? Yeah, when? Yeah. How much? And okay, here we don't have bagaimana. Bagaimana it's how. Alright, so yeah, here until when her KTP or ID is valid. Yeah, berlaku is valid. So now maybe it's easier for you to try to answer this question as well. So please go ahead and answer the question. And I think for now we are enough and covered 1 hour together to learn Indonesian from zero, from the scratch. So I hope it's useful for you, and feel free to comment below. And if you have question, and also if you submit your answer, please go ahead. So I hope you like it, and if you want to see more, just let me know. So yeah, I hope to see you again, and keep learning new language. Bye bye.